Verse 5 marks a shift in the psalm. God is gone up with a shout, the Lord with the sound of a trumpet. Psalm 47, verse 5. God is gone up describes his ascent. The verb speaks of rising or going up. The phrase looks forward to Christ's ascension into heaven after his resurrection. The phrase, with a shout, describes this ascent. This shout is a cry of triumph and celebration. The Lord, with the sound of a trumpet, adds another element. A trumpet blast announced God's presence. The trumpet will herald the return of Christ. 1 Thessalonians 4, verse 16. This verse celebrates God's victorious reign. He has conquered his enemies. He ascends to his throne. The people respond with shouts and trumpet blasts. This is worship that acknowledges God's triumph. Verse 6 repeats the call to worship. Sing praises to God. Sing praises unto our King. Sing praises. Psalm 47, verse 6. The command, sing praises, appears 4 times. This repetition creates emphasis and urgency. Worship is not optional. To God identifies the object of praise. All worship must be directed to God. Unto our King adds a personal dimension. God is not a distant deity. He is our King. He rules over his people with authority and care. The repetition of sing praises builds intensity. Each repetition adds force to the command. The psalmist will not let the reader move past this point without grasping the necessity of praise. This verse reveals that worship involves the whole person. Worship involves active engagement with God. Singing requires breath and voice. It demands participation. The fourfold repetition mirrors the call to all nations in verse 1. Just as all peoples are commanded to clap and shout, so all peoples are commanded to sing. Verse 7 provides the reason for this repeated command. For God is the King of all the earth. Sing ye praises with understanding. Psalm 47, verse 7. 4 connects this verse to the previous command. The call to sing praises rests on the foundation of God's universal kingship. God is the King of all the earth, states the central truth of this psalm. God's reign extends over every nation and every people. He is not just Israel's king, he is the King of all creation. This truth appears throughout Scripture. Daniel records the words of King Nebuchadnezzar about the God of Israel, whose dominion is an everlasting dominion, and his kingdom is from generation to generation. Daniel 4, verse 34. The expression, sing ye praises with understanding, adds a crucial element. Worship must be intelligent. True worship engages the mind, not mindless repetition. It is a thoughtful meditation on God's character and works. This command guards against empty ritualism. Worship that lacks understanding becomes mere performance. God desires worshippers who know him and understand his ways. Understanding gives depth to worship. These 3 verses form the heart of the psalm. They describe God's victorious ascent, call for repeated praise, and demand intelligent worship. The King has triumphed, and his people respond with joyful singing, rooted in knowledge of who he is.